Hey everyone, thanks for hanging out and donating and just sticking around. I know it's been a pretty long day, but it's been some amazing games, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all of the donations and support and just the time that everyone has spent to be here. Thank you again to all of the players, all of the GMs, all of the DMs, all of you in chat, or anyone who's taken the time to even like share a link or tell someone about it. Thanks, Ty. Um, I'm going to talk a little bit about our giveaways one last time tonight. I'm going to talk a little bit about the National Network of Abortion Funds, and then I'm going to pass things over to our very, very awesome set of players for Knights Black Agents. There's a number of different giveaways, and even $1 will get you entered into all of these random lotteries. We've got two dice boxes from the Shady Sale, which are absolutely gorgeous. We have a trilogy of books from Thread of Souls based on one of their tabletop campaigns. We have a dice commission from Foxfire Dice, who make absolutely amazing dice. Really, don't be afraid to let your creativity fly. Speaking of creativity, we also have a creative commission from Jack Kellum, who you can find over on Twitter at Jack Gogsbane, and some people you may know him as Jack of Gods and Game Masters, and he is offering a creative commission, so you'll be able to sit down with him and he'll help you design some really, really cool stuff. We also have an art commission from Lost Haven Art, and big if we can hit $500 tonight, we'll have something really, really exciting that I can't talk about just yet. And if we don't hit it tonight, that's okay. As long as we hit it before the end of the weekend, we'll also have something really exciting that we can share. All of the giveaways are going to be announced at the end of the weekend in the last hour or so, and they're also going to be hosted on Twitter and everywhere else that I can get them out so that I can get in touch with everyone who's won and we can work out ways to get stuff to you. Every dollar that you donate, be it $1, $10, $50, doesn't matter, is going to the National Network of Abortion Funds, which they're going to use in order to fund medical support, travel expenses, logistical support, helping with hotels and housing where necessary in order to help people who need and deserve, because we all deserve the right to bodily autonomy, be able to do that and get what they need. Because unfortunately, it's something that's under attack right now, and that's awful. So every cent that you donate goes to them for a great, great cause. Thank you again to everyone who has donated. Thank you to everyone who will donate. Thank you for hanging out. And now I turn it over to Knights Black Agents.
All right. So,
Hey.
Hi. Hey, I'm Sean. I'll be the director, which is the fancy term for the person who runs a game of Knights Black Agents, because Knights Black Agents is a more cinematic type game about, investigating and stuff. Its short pitch would be Jason Bourne meets Blade. All the characters are spies or other types of people in the murky criminal underworld and espionage, internet, that sort of thing, going up against vampires because fun. Why not? Again, I'm Sean. I'm SC Tadson on Twitter and Librarian Writer Geek on Twitch. I stream Fridays around 3:30 Eastern, and that's got some other stuff, but yeah, that's me. So I think gonna go kind of clockwise in the Zoom, I guess. So Julia?
That's me? Okay.
Yes,
I was like,
I believe so.
Are we going by the
sorry,
layout or are we going by the... No, you're fine.
I'm going by the Zoom because that's what I can see. I don't have the stream open right now.
That's fair. Fair and valid. I'm just not used to going first. Because my last name is Smith. I never go first.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hi,
my last name starts with a T. So yeah.
Hi, I'm Julia. I go by HexWhat on most social media platforms, and I am a member of Live from the Apocalypse. I am part of... There are 5 rotating games that are all for charity, and I am part of 2 of them. I'm there every other Tuesday and every other Sunday. That's me.
And Tyler?
Yeah, hi, I'm Tyler Gray. You can find me on all of the socials at Tyler Gray DM. I also host DM by Night on YouTube. I haven't been able to post anything in quite a while just because life and having a day job and stuff, but I'm hoping to get back to getting some content up on there. But Twitter, Instagram at Tyler Gray DM. And yeah.
Brendan?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yes, that I
would be
guess
it.
it. I guess
Yeah.
it me. All right.
You.
I think my layout's different from yours.
Yeah.
But hi everybody. I'm Brendan. Like Julia, I also stream over on Live from the Apocalypse here on Twitch. It's another charity Twitch streaming channel. Again, of the 5 current games that we have, I am involved in 2. In one of them, I'm a player with Julia every other Sunday. You can catch us this coming Sunday on Academy H for teenage superhero shenanigans. And then every other Tuesday, not the every other Tuesday that Julia is on, I run an Eldritch horror Pokemon sports anime that is fun sometimes, occasionally even wholesome. Beyond that, I'm also a professional game master. You can pay me money to run good games about it. And you can email me about that at creative.catacombs@gmail.com. But tonight, I am here raising money for a great cause here on Tales from the Table.
And Rose.
I think that leaves me, unless I can't do math, and I really hope I can.
I should hope you
Hello. My name is Rose. My Twitter handle is at Rose Valorum. You can find me pretty much anywhere at Rose Valorum. It's not a commonly used handle. So I was actually on earlier today, and I'm for Tales from the Table, Days of Tales live stream. I'm super happy to be here. I am also a cast member on D20 Tales. So we our episodes release every Friday. So yeah, super excited to be here and play some games.
Okay. All right. So just bring that back around. Okay. So since Knights Black Agents is a more cinematic style game, I thought be starting with a little bit of a cutscene sort of opening. And then I'll hand it and yeah, kind of show off how this game works. I have not had a ton of experience, but I'm very excited. I've really liked this game for a while. So, we open up with a view of the New York City skyline, sort of seen from the water, but instead of don't pull in on the bright lights or any of the recognizable sights of the city. No. So instead, we move in on a warehouse somewhere on the south side of Brooklyn. It's one of a number of sort of half-empty locations on this particular street. But this one kind of stands out because the rest of them, they're dark and empty. This one, there's lights on inside. But we don't stay there for long. The camera soon turns away from the warehouse down to the streets and to a van parked a little ways away. Again, it's not uncommon in this part of New York, but again, like the warehouse, the van is occupied. And so as the camera sort of moves in through the front windshield into the darkened van, we get to see our lovely cast of characters. And I think we'll go reverse of how we introduced everybody. So tell us who you're playing, maybe what they're doing in this particular situation right now.
I would love to. I play Burroughs. Burroughs is a, don't know if you would call them jaded, but I don't know, they might They might, but because like it sounds kind of cool, but also because they are really cool. Burroughs is a more or less ex-CIA, but kind of still CIA agent. And she's sitting behind the wheel of this van, kind of got one arm on the dashboard and turn around looking at everybody else, quizzically looking and keeping an eye on the conversation.
Okay. Hey, Brendan.
I am playing Ali, who is the somewhat mercurial asset handler of the group. He is an ex-member of Turkish intelligence, the proper name of which I would attempt to pronounce if my Turkish were better.
Yeah,
So
totally fair.
But yeah. And yeah, he is at this moment just sort of, I think he's got a tablet out checking on a stream of information from some contacts.
All right. Hey, Tyler.
Yeah, so I'm playing Morgan, who is a, for I guess lack of a better term, a skilled killer with a past that's best not to be asked about. And I would imagine
he has a certain set of skills.
Exactly.
We'll just leave it at that.
And I can't do Liam Neeson, so I'm not going to try.
Hey.
But I would say, yeah, at this moment is probably cleaning a weapon of some kind.
Okay. Julia.
That leaves me, and I am playing Green, who is quite simply and quite literally the team medic. I am here to make sure everyone keeps their blood on the inside. A former member
we
of,
appreciate you.
yes, former member of, let's see if I can pronounce this correctly because I did look it up, Médecins Sans Frontières, which is essentially, I believe, a French division of Doctors Without Borders type of a situation. Yeah. And I am kind of as dutifully as Morgan is cleaning their weapons, I am going through my little supply bag to make sure I have everything is accounted for.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so here's the situation for you guys. So you've all been working together for a little while. You know each other well enough that you understand that you can depend on each other. You're not gonna worried about turning your back on somebody else. And right now you've been hunting a vampire who you all have referred to as Dracula. And given that you already know, all know that vampires exist, so you're not 100% sure that he isn't actually Dracula, but you have seen him. You do know that he's a medieval warlord from Wallachia, so sure, we'll call him Dracula. It's not like he's told you his name. You're not 100% clear on what his plan is. His various minions and whatnot have done a pretty decent job of keeping any of that stuff, keeping you guys from getting any of that information. But given that he's apparently come to New York, your best guess is that his intention is to gain some major influence over the U.S. establishment, politics, banking, military, that kind of thing. But despite some of these setbacks, your mission hunting has actually gone pretty well. Actually, you've tracked down and destroyed at least 3 different coffins he's had secreted around the city, and basically every time he has narrowly escaped you and gone to ground. You don't know exactly how many coffins he has, but right now you've managed to track number 4 to the aforementioned warehouse just down the street. So, what do you guys want to do?
All right. So Mr. Drama Queen is maybe not camping out in that coffin down the street. We need a plan. I can stay here and I can be our getaway driver, if you would will, or I can go in with you. Green, I'd suggest you go in, but stay off to the sidelines. I don't want you getting hurt.
Thank
The
you
other
so
two
much.
of you, Ollie, Henry, I don't know. You can go in if you want. I'd suggest it. Morgan.
Have we been able to like scout the location? Like, are there guards or?
Yeah, you would get from experience, there's probably going to be at least probably got some guys there based on the fact that there's lights on. You've seen some people moving around. Does anybody have urban survival?
Oh,
I do.
Okay. So yeah, based on yours, the two of your experience with urban environments and that kind of thing, you would guess that you're far enough away from the main city where people are that no one's really going to notice if there's gunshots or anything down here. No one's going to call the police on you, but don't blow anything up and you should be fine, because there's a mechanic in this game called heat that you generate for doing stuff, because this is set in modern day where policing is a thing.
All right.
So, not necessarily needing to make a quick getaway, but.
So, as far as getting an idea of what we might be walking into, would I be able to roll something to basically have a blueprint of the warehouse in question?
Actually, do you have architecture?
Yes, I do actually have architecture.
Okay, then no problem. Yeah. You managed to get a look at the blueprints, from the city records and whatnot, and you do. And looking at the official stuff, there is a way in. There's obviously the main entrance, but there is a side or back way in. So you do, and it's a warehouse. It's mostly big open space. There's some office stuff on an upper level, but probably not. Depending. Admittedly, you don't necessarily know if there's stuff in there, but it's mostly a big open space.
Yeah, this was mostly just trying to get an idea of the layout, so we have we know kind of where we're going and what the exits look like and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Absolutely.
And this obviously I will also share on my tablet around with everyone in the group.
Of course.
Okay. So then is the idea to just go in and bust up a coffin and hope somebody's inside of it?
I mean,
Sure.
Smash and grab.
Or at the very least, bust open a coffin that he can't run back to?
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
So let's say we get in there and it's a what is that movie? Raiders of the Lost Ark type situation. What's our play then?
I haven't seen. I don't know that one.
Let's say that we get in there and we're looking for a big person-shaped box, and there are a lot of boxes in there that could potentially fit a person inside them.
Then
I suppose we could always just torch the entire place, but
that was my suggestion.
we smash them all
as well.
Because if there's more than one box, that means his little posse's there. We smash them all. Problem for all of them.
Fireworks too.
I think we should fire as a last resort, because blowing things up is delightful, but blowing things up also puts the cops on our tail, dear friends. So I think we can just smash them all if necessary.
I generally prefer to not be quite this close to arson when I tell somebody to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say you guys, I don't know, who has vampirology?
Not me.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
me.
So yeah,
Oh,
you
I
guess.
have one.
Okay. Well, actually, I'd say like at this point, you guys do know. Yeah, if you're limited experience with vampires so far, yeah, they don't like fire,
I don't.
or at least these vampires don't like fire. You're not
They
entirely
don't-
sure if there's different types of vampires, but the ones you've encountered, fire, not light. They don't like that.
All right. So
Is this like a get angry don't like that or like a run away don't like that? Because there's a difference.
Meh.
Depends on how much fire.
yeah.
Yeah, let's leave it. They don't. They tend to avoid it.
At the very least, they don't like getting napalmed any better than a regular person.
Yeah,
Cannot,
That's
cannot say I
safe.
blame them.
That's safe. Okay.
All right.
So we could see if we can get close, get a good look inside before we just go in guns a-blazing.
Sure.
Well, I was gonna say with the information Ali has, would we need to spend any points to try like infiltration or anything to try to maybe sneak in?
If we've seen movement, so I would assume we would have to sneak
Right.
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So. Yeah, sure. If you guys want to try and sneak in, yeah, that'd be roll infiltration.
Okay.
That's a general ability if you guys have it. If you're gonna use points, spend points. Declare so beforehand.
I am using points.
I'll use 2 points for it.
Yeah, and
I'll roll infiltration. I'm going to use 1 point.
all
I
right,
will use 1 point.
okay.
I'm gonna
And
use 2.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna note this. Most so yeah. Certain abilities refresh after 24 hours. Those will be athletics, driving, hand-to-hand, piloting, shooting, and weapons. Those refresh after 24 hours in game. Other will refresh at the end. They refresh every session. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
There's a thing. All right. So
I rolled 8.
Okay.
Six total.
Okay.
5 for green.
Uh-huh.
And a 6 from me.
Okay. Yeah, sure. No
Bunch of
problem.
sneaky
No
snakes.
problem. You are shadows in the night. In the night. Yeah. So either whoever these, but you guys managed to slip up and get a bit of a look inside. You spot about 6 guys. Looks like local hired muscle. Basically, these are not exactly special forces types.
But
So
these look specifically like security and not just like guys that are working at the warehouse.
yeah, yes, they all yes, they have guns. Several they have guns, or not big guns, but you do see a couple of them seem to have pistols, knives, that kind of thing. So not the kind of thing you would expect someone working in a warehouse to be carrying.
Imagine that.
Do we want to try to get some of them to come out?
Well, I guess it depends on how much time we think we're going to need once we're inside. So are we able to get a look at the contents of the warehouse? Because there's only a few boxes. That's not much time. But if it's chock full of boxes, that might be more complicated.
It's chock full of boxes.
It's I'd say there are some boxes in there, but they do not look to be coffin size. We'll say.
Do we
Is
see a
there-
coffin-sized box in there?
We don't.
Does it
Which is
nothing that has
curious.
Dracula literally stenciled on the
No,
lid like in horror of Dracula?
Kinda
No,
like-
nothing. No, nothing quite that obvious.
Is
Sadly,
there if we look in, is there an office that would be a manager's office in the distance
There-
that could
there does
potentially
ap-
be?
there does appear to be an office up on the upper level. on a sort of upper level area, sort of overlooking things. Yes, and there does appear to be. It also appears to be occupied. So
I would vote there.
Yeah.
Do
Can
you
we
think-
tell how many people are up there?
in the office, looks like maybe one person.
Perfect.
I think we should have someone look around and see if there's an office window, and maybe we can get in and just kind of like avoid the whole everybody else thing for the first bit. We
Yeah.
can take Dracula
Mm.
out before everybody else, and like we can be like, oh yeah, you're not gonna get your paycheck. Don't worry about it. And then nobody else is gonna fight us because they're not gonna get their paycheck for fighting us.
I don't think that part will be true. I think they will still fight us, but that'll
Yeah,
be
fair
out of for a different reason.
I'm looking for the good in things, Green. Come on,
Why?
why not? Who's sneaky? Can someone sneak?
Okay.
Yeah, up to the office. We could, yeah.
Yeah, this. Yeah, I would say it is on a second story. It doesn't look like there's a fire escape or easy way.
Just a visible
And-
staircase to go up there.
Yeah, it probably looks like the staircase. It's accessible from inside, but otherwise, the building is a big box. There are windows on. I'd say there are probably windows on the kind of all around, but
Mhm.
you know.
Is there any one of these security guards that I might be able to find in a position by themselves?
Yeah.
I will suggest again. We could try to get one or two to come out.
We get them out, and then what
Yeah.
do we do? Do we shoot them?
Well,
We don't shoot
They-
them.
What do
we
you want to
stab-
do? Ah,
I was just
Stab
gonna
them.
say I could
Quiet.
kill just one of them and put on their clothes and then
I-
try to go up
Well,
and
You
look
don't-
like.
that's
Okay,
probably going to
so-
be a very bad idea.
I would.
It takes
yeah,
too
these
long for
guys
you
are
to get
not-
naked and dressed again.
Yeah.
These
We
guys
lure them
that-
out, stab them, and then
So,
be as quiet as we
they're-
can about it.
Okay. Just to be clear, these guys aren't like hired security per se. They're not actually in like any kind of uniform. They look like just
Regular people with guns.
regular people. Regular people with guns.
Well,
who-
that disguise wouldn't work then.
so probably not.
So maybe we don't kill them if they're locals. And
They're
just
working for a vampire. I think they
That's-
signed. I think they already know the fact that they're probably gonna get ganked at some point.
But do they know he's a vampire?
Are we-
Probably they're guarding a fucking coffin.
Yes, but he could just be a freak.
I mean, ostensibly speaking, they signed on to be armed security. That means that there is a certain expectation of danger involved. I mean, if we're speaking about the ethics of murking them,
Okay, then we
I
stab them.
feel like they knew what they signed up for.
Okay, then we stab them.
Okay, let's go. That's great. Let's go. Let's just drag them out.
Then we're agreed. Excellent.
Great.
Stabbings all around.
So
Yes.
diversion and then stabbing.
Diversion, stab. Yes.
Okay.
I could try. I have a hackneyed diversion. I could try.
I was going to say Burroughs just leans on the horn and we wait by door and then
Yeah, that sounds
One
good.
way.
I'll
All right.
head back to the car
All right.
and just
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You lead on the horn, and after about 20, 30 seconds of that, about like, say 2 guys maybe come out and start looking around like, what the hell? Start looking
I'm
in.
just looking at it.
It's like, they look well, they look mad and curious, and yeah. So it's the middle of the night, so like, what the heck are you doing?
All right. Well, then, as the two of them walk out, Burroughs is going to reach behind his jacket and pull out an unreasonably large knife
Oh,
and
one
just
of the
kind of confirm we're doing the stabbing.
Green will also from the other side of the door.
Okay.
do the stab.
All right.
Ollie will not, because Ollie is actually very bad at stabbing.
That's fair. That's
Ollie is
fair.
actually significantly more likely to stab himself.
That's fair. All right.
Ollie's just standing like a couple feet away, directly in this line of sight,
Ollie
just
is here for moral support.
We appreciate
Sure.
Ollie.
He's standing in the alleyway, just going like, "Yeah, you got this.
Yeah,
You got this, guys. Go for it." All right.
Yeah.
So, sure. If you guys want to, oh, geez.
Try to get a
roll
drop on him.
weapons.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah. I'll let these guys aren't paying a particular amount of attention. It's late at night. It's dark.
There's a horn.
There's a horn.
Very
Someone's-
loudly. I'm not
someone
getting
being
off
very
of it for
loud.
like 2
Yes.
minutes.
Oh yeah. Woof. So yeah, I guess if our two our incredibly bloodthirsty medic and paid assassin, yeah, roll weapons for me.
All right.
I'm going to
I'll just use 1 point.
Use one. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh,
6 total.
And
7 total.
Oh,
Okay.
I rolled a
such
6.
high rollers.
easy enough. Yeah. So you guys, yeah, you both, based on your extensive experience, one of you having, you both know pretty easily where to put a sharp object if you wanted someone to, stop living.
Mm.
We are
manner
both,
of speaking.
we are both intimately involved
both-
with the human body on
You are
just very
both
different
having
ends of the
very-
spectrum.
yes.
Way
Yes.
different ends of the spectrum.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And yeah, just get up behind them and you just in there, in deep. They go down in 10, 20 seconds or so. So easy, no noise, because these guys are a special type of enemy that are just, yeah, these guys go down in one hit.
All right.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
we start making our way in from there.
Sure.
I'll wait until I'm on the horn for like a minute, and then I'll lay off it, and then
Yeah.
go back down and sneak down and join them.
Did we get all of them or just some of them?
I think that's 4 left.
Two.
I think
There's
Two.
4.
There was-
Okay, so we got
there were 6 and now we're 4.
Sure.
Okay, cool. All right.
So just kind of.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
presumably, if we wait long enough, at least a couple more will come out to investigate why the 2 didn't come back.
Yes, but if we wait too long, whoever is upstairs could get suspicious.
Mm,
I suppose you're right.
I would say
Are you-
try to move in with the same kind of idea and
sure.
see if we can get 1 or 2 cornered and cause a distraction and sneak up on them.
Sure. If you guys want to try and slip in and sneak around, sure, we can
Yeah.
All
do
right.
that. Again, these guys are not especially aware of their surroundings. I'll let those previous infiltration rolls stand. So yeah, you guys do manage to probably slip in through the back door that Ali's helpful architecture plans pointed out. And yeah, there's they're kind of, 2 of them are sort of walking around sort of, doing a kind of half-ass patrol thing. To the other 2 are just kind of off in a corner, sort of chatting, whatever, however you would like to approach this.
Come around the corner. Hey, what are we guys doing? What are we doing?
They're in groups of 2.
Oh, we're sneaking. Okay.
So
Is there an opening from their grouping to where we could get
yeah, the 2 on
across the
patrol.
warehouse floor? What?
It might be a little difficult to get across the warehouse and get up to the office level, because that up there is not covered. There is some like
It's
random, there are a couple little collections of boxes of stuff that could provide a certain amount of concealment and cover, but not a ton, we'll say.
like once you're on the stairs, you're just like out
Yeah,
and exposed.
once
It's like-
you're basically.
I think we probably want to even though I'm a much better shot than I am a stab, I think we probably want to avoid shooting right now.
We shoot on the way out.
Try.
Alright.
Is there something like to pick up? Maybe try to do like a cliche, like throw something in an opposite direction to try to distract their attention away from the way we want to move.
Must have been
That's
good.
the best option.
Uh,
Sure.
I will say alternatively, I have high athletics.
Oh,
You do.
I can just go and start. And I have high athletics and specifically parkour. So
Yes, you do. You have parkour. So yeah, you could.
so in theory, I could just go be the large raccoon in the dark.
You could.
Of this warehouse.
You could do
You
that.
could.
You could, in theory, just break across, start running, and draw all their attention.
I think if you
And
do
potentially-
we should...
And you could potentially
die.
like get across this warehouse before any of these guys can think to respond, and then they'll be so focused on you that they will not notice your friends.
I'm thinking that's what we might
That could
suggest
work.
we do.
All right. Right. Sure. If you would like to do that, go ahead. So remind me, how does parkour, what does that say?
So what
Parkour!
yeah. So what it actually says is parkour refresh
right.
3
Right,
athletics
okay,
with a
right,
cool
that's-
description of action.
That is
So
a
I
refresh.
think-
Okay.
So I think it's basically I
Yeah,
can
that-
spend points, but I can also get points.
Yes, that's
back.
a way to get points back. Okay, back, and I think that's probably once a scene or something. Probably once a comp, something, whatever.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Sure.
on the cherries, so yeah.
Show you. Yeah. So you know what? Yeah. If you want to roll athletics to try and just sprint, leap, and
If they're
leap
gonna do that, I'm
and
gonna
die-
ready. I'm gonna pull up my gun and ready to fire
Sure,
at one of the
absolutely.
miscellaneous people around them.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, ready for cover in case
Oh yeah,
something bad
Sure,
happens.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Should
So,
I
yeah.
fuck
this
this
can't
up?
go wrong.
I mean,
It could go
I
wrong.
would note. I mean, you can roll athletics, but athletics is your MOS, right?
Yes, it is.
So yeah, that your MOS, that's once per session. You just get to do some kind of awesome athletics thing if you really want to do this, or you could roll because it is early on in the session.
It is very early in the game. I might
Yeah.
save that for later. I'll just spend
Yeah,
2
fair enough.
points
All right, sure,
from my pool
sure.
and parkour. So the way this will go is we're like discussing and
Are they all? They're all talking about this, and Green just goes, "Fuck it," and just in the back. In the back, Green just kind of starts sprinting by, and it's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, Green just kind of like
Everyone's like,
Green
"Okay,
is wearing,
never mind."
All right, fine. This happens.
Green is just wearing a jumpsuit, and they kind of just like take a moment to like hike the pants up a little bit higher, the pants part of the jumpsuit, and they're like, "Okay, you go up the stairs," and then just whomp, off I go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sure.
Just start jumping around
sure.
like a feral raccoon stuck in your parents' basement.
Sure. All right. Well,
So that's another 6 plus 2.
Okay, yeah.
So
Nice.
8.
No.
there you go. See, here's where all your good rolls are.
They will not
Yeah,
last
right?
the
The,
night.
the end of the
Right.
session is going to go so badly.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah. So you start break out. You start running around and making noise and whatnot. And these guys all immediately notice you. And yeah, they're kind of sort of pulling out their weapons because
I'm going to shoot one.
Okay. Right. Actually, what is your your shooting is
What's-
higher than 4, yes.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Okay. Yeah. That I think everybody has a shooting of at least higher than 4.
Sorry, no, my shooting's a
you will-
4. My initiative's an 8. My bad.
Okay. For shooting, it's like using range weapon. It's your total for shooting is
4.
4.
But I
Okay, so you're
use sense trouble instead of. I use my sense trouble for initiative.
Oh, okay. Okay, right, that's a cherry. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you guys can all easily, while green is off being distracting, so y'all can take your respective shots at 3 different guys and see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
I will probably just use my rifle for this one.
Oof. What kind of rifle is that?
It's a modified AR style rifle. That's got a under barrel silver stake,
Jesus.
bayonet kind of.
I mean, I could
stabbing
get
implement.
into. I guess I could get into. Oof. See, now I need to like. Ugh. I'm basically kind of going, okay, of the very vague descriptions of the different types of gun.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be
Guns,
considered a heavy
so-
weapon or not.
I don't think it would be heavy because, yeah, heavy is like,
That'd be like shotgun rocket launcher kind of
That's-
thing.
yeah, you're talking big stuff. This, I'd say that's probably a +1, maybe. That's a +1 weapon.
Gotcha.
Everybody-
So when I do that, do I do my shooting +1 plus the roll?
Well, that would actually be the +1. I think would be for damage.
Oh, for
but
damage,
Not
gotcha.
not that it's really gonna matter in this particular instance, but
Gotcha.
yeah. So I would assume everybody else is probably carrying something smaller when it
I'm
comes to damage.
just carrying 2 standard issue handguns.
Sure. Okay. All right. But yeah. Okay. So roll shooting for everybody.
I got a 5. I spent 1 point.
I got a
Yeah.
6 and I spent a point.
Yeah. How did Ali go?
Okay. I got a 6 and I spent 1 point.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. All 3 of you just bam, bam, bam. And that's
That leaves 1 left.
1 left. Yeah. Unless Green wants to do something with this guy and like
Green hops up onto one of the boxes
Yeah.
right above him and looks down and is like, "It is over." What? And
All his friends just got dropped around him.
yeah.
Just
this-
it just says, "It is over," and then they hold up their hand like this. Shh. Who is upstairs? Who's
I-
upstairs?
I don't know, guys. His name was Clem. He just hired he hired us to guard the place. That's all.
You
That's
can
all
go
I know.
now. You can go now, or you can join your friends. But shh, shh, quiet.
Actually, do you have intimidation?
I don't know if I do. I think I'm just a freak.
Oh shit.
Is it intimid? There's I think it's under the.
It's under interpersonal abilities.
interpersonal.
Yeah. It's the 6th or 7th one down. Mm.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I don't have that,
You
but I do
don't,
have
but-
human terrain.
Yeah, human terrain is more like
It's more like sociology.
people
isn't it?
sociology. Yeah. So, but you know,
That's
I
fine.
I will give it to you that like the guys, 3 of this guy's buddies just got shot. You guys just took down 3 of his buddies in like 10 seconds. So yeah. But yeah.
just hops up there.
It's
Just this
don't know.
this feral French raccoon is just like
So yeah. It's like, okay, he's just I don't know. Presumably I guess you guys might actually come out at this point.
Yeah, I think I would start
Point,
making
so
my way
yeah.
towards the stairs.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, now that there's been gunfire, I think we need to move quickly.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you could
Yeah, for sure.
We'll just book it up
Definitely.
there, I think.
Yeah.
You're booking it up there. Okay, right. You get up there, you burst through the door. It's not locked. Looks like this office area, sort of been turned into, kind of a game. Really, there's a TV and like a game, some kind of slightly older last gen game console setup. Some couches that were clearly pulled off the street. And there's this guy there just in this kind of rumpled suit, and sees you, and he looks freaked out, and he's got this gun in his hand, and
I tackle the guy.
Okay. Hey,
can I do that? Shit, I don't even know if I can do that.
Sure. Roll hand to hand.
Okay.
Or athletics? I don't know. Sure, if you want to.
I'll do athletics. There goes my die.
Sure.
I'll do athletics if possible. And let me retrieve
Sure. All right.
that. Okay. I'm gonna spend 2 points on this since I'm not
Sure.
confident in my own ability.
All right. Sure.
Do I want to do that? Yeah, no, I've already declared it. I feel like I've got to go with it now.
Yeah.
It's down.
All right.
Well, shit. I rolled a 3.
Okay, so that's a 3 total.
Yep.
Oof.
Ooh,
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you do.
it has begun.
You tackle it.
This
You
is where
kinda-
it starts.
So, you kind of tackle him sort of at the waist, but you don't manage to get. You were hoping for more of like getting a little higher.
If I can restrain him, it's
Yeah,
fine.
you're trying to get. You're definitely. He's on the ground for sure, but his arms are still out, and crazily enough, now if he does not point, instead of pointing the gun at you guys, he points the gun
Mhm.
under his own chin and pulls the trigger.
Do I have enough reaction time to make a called shot and shoot his gun hand before he can do that?
Sure, you can certainly give it a shot. Try. Let me
How many
see.
points do I have to spend for a call shot?
Let me see.
I think it's 3.
I think it was 3. Yeah.
I don't know. Let me
Shit.
see.
Okay.
Let me see. Called shot. Okay. Called shot adds. Hold on. Oh, you want a disarm shot? Yeah, that's a 3 point. Costs 3.
Okay.
But let me see. Shooting. Okay, sure.
All right.
And all right. So it's
And then
3
am
automatic.
I
3
adding the 3 to my roll?
No, I think it costs 3 because you're trying to do a little.
Gotcha. So I'm still only
Okay.
adding-
Hold on. Well, okay. Plus 3 3 to the difficulty. Okay.
Ooh. That's right.
Gotcha.
So
So then I'll still go ahead and spend 3 points then.
yeah, sure. If you want to spend 3 points to cancel that out, sure. And
5 total.
okay, that's sure. I'll give you that.
All right.
You managed to shoot it out of his hand before he can pull the trigger. But yeah, he's still on the ground.
Restrained and maimed.
Well, yeah, sure. You managed to kind of restrain him, but he's so yeah, sure. Burroughs kind of manages to, I don't know, flip him over on his back and kind of, do the tie him up somehow, restrain in his
As best
hands,
as
but
just, yeah.
kind of hog tie him up.
Mhm.
But for some reason he just kind of starts shaking crazy, and he's just frothing at the mouth and blood's coming out. And after this is
Yeah.
clear.
By now, would I have joined my friends to see this potential medical emergency?
Probably, yeah. But
My rabid raccoon friend, could you please help unrabbit?
It would be well appreciated.
Yeah, so if you could help unrabbit this man, that would be yes.
Yeah. So you kind of look at him, and after you trying to do something, but it doesn't seem to work. Let me see. You have medicine, yes? Green has medicine. I would assume Green has medicine as an investigative ability. Uh-oh.
Oh,
think
are we
green is
frozen
frozen.
on
Did
stream?
Julia freeze?
think,
Oh no.
I think we might have lost Julia.
Julia. Oh no.
Yeah, I think we lost Julia.
Uh-oh.
We're also seem to be frozen on stream.
Yeah, the
Oh,
stream
no.
looks frozen too.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Back. Am I back?
Oh, wait.
You're back.
Oh, maybe.
Julia's back. Stream's back. It looks
Is
like.
the stream
We're
back?
back.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my,
okay.
we are
Ah,
live.
all right.
Ah,
There we
Cool.
go. Very good. Okay.
All right.
okay. So yeah.
Thank you, Lion.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. So yeah, Greed managed to get up here, but alas, you're trying to whatever is up with this guy. You're trying to stop him because he's coughing up blood and what he's not just coughing up blood, he's like vomiting up blood.
Ugh.
And after, trying, he just kind of stops and he's dead. You have
Is that?
go
Sorry, go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this something with like, because I have a point in vampirology, is this something that maybe we would recognize or have seen before, dealing with vampire lackeys?
Yeah, some of the somewhat higher up, yes. Some of the higher up lackeys who actually know who they're working for has apparent Dracula has occasionally done stuff to ensure this is kind of how he's managed to keep you guys from finding out so in the dark about what he's doing and what's going on, because he gets in their head and they somehow manage to suicide before he can really get a chance, including just somehow. Yeah.
I take it there's also no coffin in this room.
Okay, Ali has architect. Does anybody have notice?
What'd you say?
Notice.
One of us does. Somebody does.
I do.
There we go. Oh, I also
Okay.
do. Oof.
Okay. So yeah, architecture, notice.
I
Yeah.
also,
What category is notice under?
Technical
It's under
abilities.
technical abilities.
Oh, I see. Okay,
I do.
I don't.
But you do
I
have
do. So
you have Ali has architecture. You
Yeah.
have architecture. So yeah. Either way, you guys do notice there's some holes in you start tossing the place and you go into like this kind of little small side room area and there's like a couple holes drilled in this brick wall, and you get a crowbar or a hammer or something and smash it down, and it's poking around in there, and there is a coffin, some clothes, mostly a lot some casual wear, some off the rack suits, cash, obviously, and a bloodstained blouse. So yes, you did find the coffin.
All
Is there
right.
any- there isn't
but
anyone in it?
There does not appear to be. It does not appear to be occupied. It does not.
I'd like to check that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Do we need to break down the wall to get to it, or is it just?
I had assumed you kind of broke the wall
Oh yeah, fair
to
enough.
get
Okay,
a
great.
look in there.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Cool.
because being a vampire, he can like turn into mist and whatnot, so he can just go in there through the tiny little holes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
clever.
Or if nothing else, we now may at least believe that he has the ability to turn into mist, because how else would he get into this space?
well, yeah,
Right.
I would be willing to say he's seen him
Okay.
do
You
that
seen-
to
I
escape
was gonna
whatever.
That, or the other option is he turns into that thing from the X-Files tombs and he just stretches. I think that is
That's-
worse.
All right.
if Burroughs is checking out the coffin and everything, I'll be the rage looter. You said there was cash. I'm gonna take that.
Sure, there's definitely some cash in various denominations.
All right.
I'm
Never
going
hurts.
to try to toss the office looking for any signs of any like companies or
Mhm.
anything that we might
Uh,
have like seen connected
Sure.
with previous safe houses or sites.
Do you have accounting?
That's funny. I should probably check if I have that. I do.
Okay,
Aha.
accounting
There you
would be
go.
accounting would be the thing to look at, would use in this case.
Zoom not working for me.
So
There we go. Maybe.
yeah,
There we go.
I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
So-
No, sorry. Zoom did something weird with me.
Okay.
I should be good though. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, there's there's well, oof. Sorry, don't know why I'm keeping. This office does not look. I say office. It's not like there's actual stuff there. It's like this place was
Mm,
an office. It is not used as an office right now.
okay.
I guess this warehouse does not look to have actually been in use. Per
Okay.
se.
So no paperwork to speak
no
of.
no paperwork here.
Oh, I guess what I'm curious about then is, so if it's not actually being used as a regular warehouse, what is in the other boxes that are in the warehouse?
Right, that was my mistake, I guess. I mean, I'd say, it's not officially being used as a warehouse, but
okay.
And I suppose, well, whatever. But no, there does not appear to be anything necessarily here, but as we can kind of pull out of that and sort of do a montage of you guys investigating and looking for various leads
I'd
and
like to-
such.
Yeah, I'd like to check out the bloody blouse as well, specifically, and open the coffin, smash the coffin,
Yeah.
miscellaneous
Sure.
things.
I was
Is
like,
there
green.
is there dirt in the coffin as per
Yes.
certain legends?
Yes, there is dirt in the coffins. In the coffin, you have seen dirt in these coffins before. Yes, and there is
Okay.
dirt in this coffin.
Cool.
So, confirming, yes, this is one of those coffins.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. And okay, so we know that at least the dirt thing seems to be true in this instance.
Yes.
Cool.
Pull out some trash bags to start scooping the dirt so we can
Yeah,
dump
okay.
it in the Hudson.
Oh,
Sure,
goodness.
absolutely.
Might even want
Not-
to keep a jar or a sample or something so that we might be able to do something with that later, possibly.
jar. never know.
There
There you go. All right. So, doing some sort of intercede, sort of investigation stuff. Any abilities we would like to try and track down next, more leads, or
Can I do anything with criminology / forensic pathology and
Right.
look around with this blouse / the general area?
I'd say looking at that stuff, it is dried blood. You can certainly get some details off it, but it is a blouse. There's some blood. There was some blood on it.
Is it a
sometime
woman's
with-
blouse? Is it a men's
Yes,
blouse?
it's a woman's blouse. Yes.
Okay.
Gets looks like maybe something girl, maybe late teens would wear, maybe late teens, early 20s.
Okay.
Would I be able to? I've got a point in occult studies. Would I be able to use that to maybe look for any identifiable markings on or around the coffin that might point us in the right direction?
No, it doesn't look like there's anything like that. There is other stuff, but yeah, if you get, I don't know, feel free to suggest stuff.
Well, I have just a general point in what it says research. So after Green participates in the dismantling of the coffin,
I
I
mean,
will.
this does not necessarily have to be in here. It's like, okay, you guys can
Yeah,
hear the
no.
scene, and this is
Oh,
the
okay.
going
Gotcha.
out and looking for new leads now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
tracking
Which-
down new stuff. So you don't necessarily have to use stuff that would be specifically to this location.
Okay.
I think once we destroy the coffin, Green would suggest just like point at the blouse with the blood that Burroughs has and whatever papers Ollie has been looking through, and it's like we take back to the lab. We test.
Lab, lab, basement, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Garage, abandoned garage, whatever.
You can do
Well, then,
tests. I
Storage
will...
unit.
Yes.
Air-
Sure.
The Airbnb.
Green, if you take that back to the lab, you can check for that. I can check the recent police call records and see if we can find any reports of missing young women.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see if this is anything. I'm gonna have
Sure.
a using to well, I guess I'll see if architecture would apply to this. Taking a map of the city and looking at adding this safe house as like a push pin as like a confirmed
Now,
coffin. And then trying to like look to see if there's a pattern that is
Red string
emerging.
moment.
Yeah. I don't know if that would be architecture.
Yeah, that was kind of
That
kind of a reach. I'm not sure
would-
what else it
yeah,
might be though. I don't think there's an
No.
urban planning ability.
Maybe human terrain.
Or human terrain maybe. That
Okay.
would probably work.
I have human terrain. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Using human terrain to sort of see this location. Is there any kind of pattern forming? And it does not appear that there's any larger. It's not there. There does not appear to be any kind of larger pattern. It's not like he is making a shape across New York City.
I was more thinking in terms of like, are there any things that seem to be emerging that all of these places have in common? Or does it indicate a pattern of movement?
Does not seem to indicate necessarily a pattern of movement because it's hard to part of that is it's hard to tell where he's been and when. He's obviously been here sometime within the last few weeks. But again, it's kind of vague.
We've seen this Dracula, right?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yes.
I've got electronic surveillance.
Okay.
Would there be any way I could maybe do like, I don't know, a facial recognition or something like that? Using that location as kind of a starting point.
New York with the traffic cameras.
Right.
Unfortunately, this particular portion of the city does not seem to have any cameras, or if they do, they're like, it's private stuff that you would have. Privately owned stuff and
privately owned, you say? That doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be publicly accessed. I do have digital intrusion if that's a route we want to go down.
Could.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could take some time and kind of hack into a couple of the places. Unfortunately, you do not seem to. You do find at least little bits of it, the occasional shot of Dracula there, but it's all from a while ago, so it is not recent.
Nothing that could lead to where you might be heading. Only other thing I was thinking, I don't have it, but whoever had accounting I mean, I took all that cash. If there was a way we could maybe trace the money, try to find where that came from. I don't know if accounting would apply for that or not.
That would be
I
accounting.
can't do
yeah.
shit.
Okay.
That would be accounting.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
I can
Sure,
I can take a look
yeah.
at the money.
Yeah. You look at the money, you look at this guy Clem, some of this stuff, and looking back through this stuff, and it's kind of a maze, and kind of maze. It's shell corporations laundering, it's moving, tracing it back, and it all just kind of dead ends eventually. So
Are there any, like I said, kind of going back to my previous question, are there any like repeated shell companies that are popping up? Any particularly vampire-y sounding Delaware LLCs?
Hey, hey,
no.
back off, Brendan.
No, they don't. No, it does not seem like there's any repeated stuff. It all kind of dead ends. So if that's, unless you guys want to move on, we can.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that's
we
about
can.
all the
Yeah, it
thoughts
feels
We
that I
like
got.
Sure.
yeah. Honestly,
try
after
the-
after a little while, it kind of feels like, okay, we have. He slipped through your grass, alas.
Yet
And
again.
now, yet again. All right.
Says
Okay. So
go back to the Airbnb.
yeah, go back to the Airbnb.
Yeah, go back to the Airbnb.
Somebody,
I'll do
Frust-
laundry.
do laundry, whatever it is that you do when you're frustrated to not be. But Burroughs, you're CIA.
That's me.
You were CIA.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you're one day, you're doing laundry, and your phone, you get an alert on an email, and it's an email that you have not used in a while. This was back in the day before you went rogue or whatever.
Yeah.
So, this is one of those many weird little back channels to secretly communicate. And you, at one point, you did a couple of operations with this guy, being CIA. You didn't actually get his real name. He just went by Blake. And, you get a message, and it's from him. Or at least it says it's from him. He's the only, no one outside the team you were working with at the time would even know about this email. So, and he just basically says something like, okay, heard you got into some really spooky shit before disappearing. Think I might have something that you could help with. Need to set up a meet.
I slam shut the laundry and then start a load. It's normal, warm, cold. And then I get out into the living room of our Airbnb. Hey guys, I think we might have something, surprisingly. Well, more or less. There's a guy that I used to do a couple jobs with, and he reached out to me on an email that nobody else should really have. Wants to set up a meeting. Now, I don't trust this all the way, considering it was an email and this guy was kind of sketchy. And he knows that we're doing something, so I would definitely exercise some caution, but I think as far as we know, our trail is pretty cold. I think this might be one of our best options here.
You want to take a chaperone?
Well,
Or three.
I mean, yeah, I'll take obviously, it's not like it's a date. I just
You
I
could
don't want to
date.
get stuck in some warehouse with some dude. Now backup at least.
Fair enough.
That is a fine date.
It's not a date, Green.
You could date.
No, Green.
I'm just saying, you do laundry every day. We don't have that many clothes. You could go out.
You've got to make sure your clothes smell nice. What do we have if not nice smelling clothes? None of us have our jobs anymore.
I'm still licensed. I could have a job. If I want
Yeah,
a
and
job.
I'm still got all the skills to be a member of the CIA. I don't have a job. Great.
You could date.
Ugh, I could. Do you think that dating would get us any closer to finding the rest of these vampires?
Maybe. Never
You
know.
think I should just go on a date and then one of them will just be like, "Hey, yo, that person over there looks real, I don't know, tasty. Let me go take him to the warehouse."
Is that weirder than this man reaching out to your secret email?
Fair enough. Green. Yeah, what?
Okay.
You want to go on a date?
Sure.
Great. Let's go on a date. What warehouse do you want to choose?
I mean,
Not one in this city. They are.
No,
disgusting.
they're very low quality in the city. We can go out to.
You-
I've
you
got
don't have-
a
you
warehouse
don't
in
have to-
Jersey. I've been.
you don't
going
have
to.
You don't have to do warehouse. You could totally set up in like a coffee shop or something. Whatever.
That's fair. We do smell good enough to go to a restaurant. We do smell good enough.
Yeah,
Well,
just
by the way.
in case things go south, restaurants are bad places for that kind of thing. But
Fair enough.
Although it being in public does
Yeah.
hopefully make it less likely that someone's going to try and do something spicy.
Suspicious.
yeah,
That is
Maybe
good
like
trait.
pseudo public. That
We
doesn't
go
make
to
any
the
sense.
park.
Sure.
We go to
Sure.
the Balto statue. I want to see Balto statue before we leave. We should meet there.
That's the most basic place to meet in the park.
There you go. There you go.
The Balto statue. You don't even want to see like
well
the
populated.
turtle stone. You don't want to see the turtle rock. It's a rock
We
full of
can see
turtles.
both.
What else could you
We
want?
can see both. We can see both.
Fair enough. Yeah, actually, that's fair. The rock's really
It
cool.
will be daytime. Vampires won't be out. We'll have all day.
Okay,
See
yeah,
both.
so we can go see like the turtle rock,
Sure.
and I can. Does anybody else want to see anything in the park? Like we can walk by the Met, and then
Go on a whole tourist trip
yeah,
before the
I can
sun
take
goes down.
There's like a really cool like lookout over the reservoir there.
Okay.
And then we meet your
Yes,
your
and then
gentleman
we.
friend.
What about like Bethesda Fountain or something like that? That's kind of like public, but like not super.
Guys.
And no weird people in cosplay go all there all the time. I think it makes sense that we would be there.
Guys.
Like won't be out of place.
Okay. Not that I'm not loving this.
Mhm.
It is like 10:45.
Okay. I will send him a
And-
message.
Yes.
I will
Just
say
send him
I'll send a
meets-
message to meet at the Bethesda Fountain at 6:00
Okay.
p.m. Please.
Okay, sure. Sure. Yeah, you do that. And all right. Time for the day of the it comes. And this guy, Blake, alias Blake, he when you're there in the evening, everybody else is positioned intelligently, not too close to draw attention, but close enough that you could get there if need be. Blake, he looks very middle manager type. Like he's got a suit, but it's not a really great suit. It's kind of rumpled. He looks a little tired. He's probably kind of say pushing in his 50s, or at least pushing 50s. He look he's older guy. He's definitely he got into the he was working in the CIA like back when the cold probably started there during the Cold War. Some says Burroughs, right?
Yeah.
I sorry I guess been out of life for a while, so I'm not suppose I should tell my name. Scott Williams. Sorry. I retired a couple years back, so been out of the life. Honestly, the civil stuff is just catching. Guess easier to make a living is doing civil stuff. It's almost embarrassing. I mean, think about some of the stuff I handled back for the company, and this is
Lower profile.
It's not as exciting, but at the same time, I guess I do investments, legal stuff, call it social handling. I handle money and stuff for a lot of people who maybe don't like to stay out of the public eye, if that makes sense.
I get it.
Anyway,
So what do you got for me, Scott?
It's my daughter, Mary. She started she got sick a couple weeks back, hasn't recovered. I've taken her to doctors. They don't have any clue what's going on with her. It's a sudden onset hypotension and anemia, but no indications of internal bleeding. It's like, I don't know, like something's literally draining the blood out of her. And
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, Williams, I have news for you. I don't think you're gonna like it.
Look,
I think you both know. I think we both know where this is going. But
I mean, I don't know if I buy into that entirely, but it's the only explanation. But
well, you might not buy into it, but your daughter certainly is. So
look, just if you, and I assume you have friends, let's be real here, you're not going to come here alone. Just could help, please. Any help you can, anything you could do to maybe help. I don't.
Yeah,
Please.
we can help you, Williams. Have you ever heard of something called Airbnb?
Yeah.
Great. We're going to take you back to ours, but it's not actually ours. I'm not going to actually take you back to our Airbnb because it's like a safety violation. I'm going to take you back to a different B&B.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But not like in the I'm going to take you back to my place kind of way. This isn't a date. This is just.
I'm
just making it very clear.
Okay.
I'm saying this part very loud. This isn't a date. I'm saying it hopefully loud enough where you can hear me.
At this point, Green just walks by and just is like,
I'm still technically married.
Good.
Not, I mean,
good.
That's a whole other.
Good. I'm really happy. Let's go. And Burroughs will turn around and walk away, expecting them to be following him.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess you take him back to someplace, a secondary Airbnb that you guys have apparently rented out for the day. Well, sure, why not?
I was thinking in my mind that it wasn't actually ours. It was just a different Airbnb that we had once rented and like made a copy of the key and then just like broke in.
I mean,
that is also fair.
Yeah, I like
we're a bunch of ex-spooks engaged in trying to fight a shadowy vampiric conspiracy. We've probably got a secondary location.
Yeah, we're taking him to a secondary location.
Sure.
So the reason why to do this is that everybody can talk more or less freely and doesn't have to look really suspicious in public.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Green will come into the living room and be like, "That was so dramatic. You didn't have to do all that. You could have just said."
So you.
Is that why? Is she why?
They were like,
okay.
So I said to them, I said, "Hey, I got this email from a guy that I did a couple jobs with," and they were like, "Was it a date?" I was like, "No, it's not a date," and they couldn't let it go. So I just make it for like very, very sure that it just wasn't.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I understand. He's married. He has a
Okay.
daughter. Okay.
Hey.
I have 2 kids actually, but that's not
Beautiful,
important.
lovely.
Yeah.
Much joy.
Oh,
But
speaking of
a
your
daughter
daughter,
who's
and I'll pull out
in trouble,
the like blouse. Is this her shirt?
Oh, I mean,
My
it's
bad.
I don't
I'll stick it back in the
I
bag.
don't not like I keep a close eye on what my daughter wears, but I don't think I've ever seen her wearing a blouse like that.
Okay, I'll stick it back in the bag.
walking around with a bloody blouse.
But you didn't see
That is
anything.
that is kind of weird. Okay.
Just gonna
You're
whip it out in
kinda
front of all
weird.
the context. Like, is this yours? Is this yours?
Like
Pull out like a wad
Cinderella.
of money. Is this your no? Okay.
Then you
Cinderella,
saw
but bloody
nothing.
shirt.
Right.
So,
okay.
so help me again. So what exactly did you need help with?
My
He's-
daughter my daughter, it's I don't know. No, doctors seem to think she's losing blood, but it's not going anywhere. Where they seem to think that, bed rest and stress and whatnot, and she'll be fine. But I'm a father. What am I supposed to do?
Indeed.
I feel like things in my personal life are rough enough. I don't.
At the risk of sounding cliche, have you checked her neck for any mysterious puncture wounds?
Not really. Do you want to come to my house and look at her, check her yourself? Because that would honestly make things a lot easier.
Of course, it would be rude of
I
me
mean-
to refuse your
I'm
hospitality.
sorry. I'm sorry. Was that not clear? I was
I
hoping
didn't
you
know there
would
was an option.
all.
Sorry.
Yes, if you would come
Yeah, I mean, we
to
can
my
like
house.
take
It's
the A
outside
down.
this. It's
We can do
outside.
that.
Outside the city, but
Oh, never mind
Yeah.
then. Can't take the A.
yeah, sorry.
Damn.
I got a place outside the city. It's better for my health, I guess.
Hmm.
That
I
kind of
had
thing.
presumed
And-
you wouldn't want us to speak to her directly. I thought we would just be watching her through her
Yeah, like a
window
nice
from
like
afar.
middleman.
But if we can speak to her, that's even
Yeah,
better.
no, sure.
I can. Rose gets excited, like looks at the shirt and then like stuffs it back in a little bit farther. I
Sure.
can ask her. if
Okay.
It's her.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So he can just basically give you his address and you guys can arrive there at your leisure. So yeah.
Before we go, after he leaves and before we
Mhm.
go in our van, Green will say, what are the odds this is trap?
Like 50-50.
So we pack the chloroform.
Well, I suppose in the absence of any other leads, we might as well take the bait.
Yeah.
I'll drive. I will get in the front seat.
Of course. All right.
You say this like the rest of us have a driver's license.
I have a driver's license. It's not for this country, but I have a driver's license.
I mean,
No, you do not drive. No, nobody else drives.
okay.
Respectfully, I don't trust you.
All right. So yeah, you drive out of the city. And yeah, the house itself is it's old, actually kind of an old house. Looks like it's kind of probably been fixed up, modernized and whatnot. Looks big, kind of Georgian style. It's sort of like, it's big block. There's kind of wings. Yeah, Williams kind of comes out to meet you. There is gate, state-of-the-art security system, gates, cameras, motion sensors. You all pick up on this without too much trouble. But yeah, Williams kind of comes out and meets you and like, so I kind of presumably you guys make notes. Like, yeah, I sometimes have meetings out here with some clients. Oil, gas, foreign people from foreign countries, that kind of stuff. I've actually got one wing of the house set up as an office for me and my assistant conference room, that kind of thing. But yeah, so normally we've had my wife Anna is way on business. I guess Mary is she's up in her room. Sam is, I don't know where Sam is. The cook, Magda, she's probably in the kitchen. There's a gardener, Frank Harold. He's probably out back. I suppose you guys can. There's an old coach house around back. If you guys want to have anything you want to set up there, if you have any equipment or whatever that you would, because I try to keep I try to keep the kids, try to keep that kind of stuff, the old life, keep my kids separate from that.
Well,
I
if he's
will
got
head to the back.
yeah, if he's got security and stuff set up, I guess that might be where my electronic surveillance could come in handy if I could tap into his system and start monitoring and stuff.
Mhm.
All right.
Green will say, may I speak to Mary? As a
Sure.
doctor, I would like to see her.
Also, quick question, because I think in game time, would we have refreshed all our points,
Yes.
all our pools? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Your let me double check. Your athletics, driving, hand-to-hand, piloting, shooting weapons. Those would have refreshed. Yes.
Okay. But not infiltration.
Not infiltration.
Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
All right.
Those are for like an episode / a session type of
Yes.
situation.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Everything else refreshes once per session, unless you do have a cherry that lets you do stuff.
Right.
Out of curiosity, Green, would you mind if I assisted in your examination?
Did you make them?
Right.
Oh.
I'll go along and just watch.
All right. We're gonna. Sure. Okay. So, Mary Williams, she's up in her room, kind of sitting on her bed. She's looks 17. She's kind of on her laptop, doing stuff. Her room's got like, it's a 17-year-old girl's room. There's some pop star, whatever the current. I want to say boy band, but whatever, that kind of boy band posters. There's actually a couple of handmade banners from some like protests she's apparently may have gone to. But right now she's lying in bed, very pale, generally just sort of, she's got her phone out, she's sort of scrolling through Twitter, just doesn't seem overly interested in the world around her.
Ah, yes. A teenager.
Yeah. Well,
Glad I never was.
a very pale, exceptionally out of it teenager. Yes.
Yes. I will come in. I'll knock on the door to get her attention first before I enter her room. And I will introduce myself. I will say, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Green.
Mm-hmm.
I am here to talk to you about your health. Your father says you are doing poorly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I assume you examine her. Yes.
So I have.
All right.
So
All right,
like
one-
I have
about an
I have
hour
both
left,
medic.
so-
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So
do
I
you
have both
have-
medic. I have reassurance and interrogation. So basically just as I do the
Mhm,
general
yeah.
checks, I just try
you
to
have-
make her at ease.
I assume you have diagnosis.
I do. I have a point
Okay.
in diagnosis.
So yeah, diagnosis. She has definitely been drained of blood. And you have vampirology.
I have vampirology and occult studies.
Okay.
So.
So yeah, you do spot what looks to be some scars on her neck. So based on that, it seems like, yeah, there is a vampire has been coming and draining her blood.
Okay.
That's no good.
That's no good.
I will kind of ask her conversationally as I'm doing this check. I will say, has there been anyone new at school? Like, how long have you been feeling poorly?
Mm.
Try to ease her into a conversation before I just launch into the,
All right.
and who's biting you? ease her in up to that. Try to see
yeah.
if she'll give me something first.
Okay.
If possible, the reason why I wanted to come along is I was wanting to sort of see if I could use shrink while
Mhm.
watching this conversation to try and sort of suss out any particular sort of like behavioral quirks or get a sense of if there might be any kind of any mental compulsion that might be going on that we might need to be aware of given the
Okay.
events back at the warehouse.
Okay.
Just saying that I'm doing it at the
Okay,
same time this conversation is
All
going
right. So
on.
shrink would probably not be the thing. You would be using bullshit detector,
Okay.
which
I
assume
do
you
have that. Yeah.
You probably have that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So yeah, Mary complaint. She taught you use reassurance to get her to open up. Right. Do you have traffic analysis?
No.
I do
Okay.
though.
Okay, so you're there, you're listening. Okay.
I also do.
So yeah, listening to this stuff. Okay. So yeah, so she mentions like when she started having some bad dreams and feeling, generally weaker, and you think back, and those dates kind of line up with some things. Specifically, those dates kind of line up with the previous times you destroyed a coffin, one of Dracula's coffins. So that's certainly interesting. Really an interesting coincidence for lack, if nothing else. But getting so how much more do we dig into
I think if she doesn't kind of admit to saying like if she's met anyone new, like no one new has started at school or she started talking to a new friend type of thing, I think we can eliminate the fact that she's in like, and that she mentions that she's having weird dreams. I think at least for Green, I would take that as an assumption that she's not having direct knowledge in that she's speaking with a vampire.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it sounds to me
could-
like he might be coming and
yeah,
is he doing
Yeah.
something to make her think she's dreaming and he comes at night?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's what it
yeah,
seems
but
like.
what I mean, I don't think it
Well-
sounds like she knows directly that who she's.
I mean,
Yeah.
You could get her phone records.
I can't. Green cannot.
There
however,
are ways you
think-
could get them. You could manage to steal her phone or hack into the system.
I was gonna say, I think
So-
Ollie can. I can't, but I think Ollie
Sure.
can do like digital intrusion and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
We'd have to figure out how to do the sneaking onto part because I think prying a phone from a teenager's hands is going to be
That is
improbable.
That is, I mean, she is
honestly
kind of tired and listless.
I was gonna say I
so
could
if
just
you
take
wait,
her
you could
phone and put it.
wait.
I'm gonna
I
put it on
don't-
her desk while I check her
Sure.
check her pulse and stuff.
I
and do
don't
all
I
that.
don't actually I can back end this probably. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, it's all your call.
So yeah, well, once it seems like pretty clear that she's like relaxed and the phone is accessible to Ollie, I'll kind of just give her like a diagnosis appropriate
Mhm.
painkiller and be like,
Right. Sure.
we're gonna go speak to your father,
Sure.
and then
All right.
The last thing that I want to do before I leave the room is I'm assuming there's like a window of some
Yeah.
kind in the wound.
Mhm.
The room. No wounds yet, but I'm sure they're coming. Is to examine the window and what is outside to get a sense of the terrain
Sure.
that is outside of the window, and looking to see if there's any obvious signs of someone coming and going through the window.
Doesn't necessarily look like there's anything specific about going through the window, but looking out, there's a bit of a walled garden, kind of backyard garden area. There, along the property line. There's some woods behind that, and a little further on, there is a looks like another old house. Do you have history or research?
I have both.
Both. Okay. So you would know about this area. There is that would be the Betchfield Estate. It's old, abandoned, sometime back in the mid-19th century. It's nobody lives there. It's kind of fallen into ruins. There's some, different people. There's a lot of disputes going on, legal stuff going on. That's why it's still kind of, in ruins and hasn't been torn down, hasn't been fixed up, hasn't been sold off. So
Spooky ass estate. That sounds like
Spooky ass
vampires.
estate.
It does sound very what is the word you use here? Yeah, spoopy.
Spoopy. It would be very spoopy.
That was the last thing that I was doing, I promise.
Yeah, that is entirely valid. So about the phone.
Yes. So
were you going to try to snag it, or were you going to try and hack into the system?
I'm just gonna hack the planet.
Okay. All right. So yeah, sure. Roll digital intrusion for me.
Cool. I'll go ahead and I will. How many points do I want to spend on that? Heck it, I'll spend 3 points.
Wow. Okay.
I'll spend 3 points on that.
Okay.
And I'm really glad I spent 3 points on that. That gives me a 4 total.
Oh my.
That's just
Goodness.
enough.
Okay.
That's just enough. Okay. So yeah, you managed to hack it into the phone, to her phone stuff. Do you have data recovery?
That's an excellent question.
That's a technical.
I don't actually.
Oh.
No,
I do if I can assist.
Yeah,
Sure.
can he
Yeah,
assist? It's like,
sure.
I have
Once-
cryptography and electronic surveillance, but not data
No.
recovery.
I was gonna say,
Okay,
I would
so
assume
yeah,
by
this
now we
is-
would reconvene with more
Yeah,
sure,
down
yeah,
in the
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
security.
I'll stand with my arms folded
Okay,
and pretend
yeah.
to look like intimidating.
So yeah, using digital intrusion and data recovery, you do manage to get access to her texts and accounts and posts and whatnot, to various social medias. She definitely didn't seem to. She was kind of vague when you were talking to her before. It's like weird dreams, not giving you a lot of details. But when talking, some messages exchanged with her friends, she mentions, like, a strange man made of moonlight in her room. She doesn't, and like, don't tell this to anyone because they'll think I'm crazy. She also complains about her little brother being creepy suddenly and whatnot. And traffic. Someone has traffic analysis looking at this.
I've got
Yeah, this is,
Traffic
yeah.
analysis. Okay. She's kind of there was someone she was talking to, girl, you track it back, Rebecca Smith. They kind of talked to each other, weren't like super close, but it's like that. Yeah, I sort of know you weren't on decent terms, but that seems to have kind of stopped at some point a while back.
Does it seem as though Rebecca is still alive?
I mean, there's ways to look into that.
I would just so basically start with a perusal of her like her social media profile just to see if there's any like a cavalcade of like in memoriam posts or anything like that.
Okay. All right. So Rebecca Smith?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let me see. Where is this? Because it's all in a bunch of different places. Okay. Okay. I think I'm trying to remember this because it's not necessarily, I know it was put somewhere. Anyway. Okay, you guys didn't do that. All right. Okay. Yeah, Rebecca Smith, she seems to have kind of, her whole activity seems to have stopped a little while back as well. Does anyone have Cop Talk or Streetwise?
I've got Cop Talk.
Okay.
I have both, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cop Talk, but not Streetwise.
So yeah,
I've got
okay,
Streetwise too as well. I've got two
okay.
in both, actually.
So yeah,
Ooh, fancy.
the name.
One thing I can do.
So yeah. Okay. You did pick up on some mentions of the name Rebecca Smith among, various places. About the same age as Mary. There's some, there's been some reports and whatnot. Police seem to think she, ran off and just kind of disappeared. Apparently there's, she's been described as, troubled and vulnerable. Well, her family doctor was mentioned in a few articles and whatnot, that she might need medical attention, but looking into it a little more, you guess she might have, and yeah, looking at from what you do remember, her symptoms are actually kind of similar to what Mary's going through.
Shocking.
Right.
So, okay. That's right. Yeah, we're going through this really quick. Okay, but
So if I'm piecing together this puzzle,
and I would also note these messages between Mary and Rebecca do stop before a while before Rebecca apparently disappeared.
Okay.
so if we're putting this all together, he's obviously whether it's Dracula, whatever, he's coming here
Yeah.
Mhm.
and feeding on her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So do we, are we setting a trap? It seems like it would be the best idea.
That, yeah, I mean, if nothing else,
Well-
I'm curious about this nearby estate. It seems like it might
Yeah.
make a nice base of operations.
Yeah.
For our
I'm
friend.
also
Well, but
curious
this-
about the brother too.
yes,
Yes.
that is
Also very
concerning.
vampiric and spooky.
Yes, but if nothing else, that the latter two are speculation, and if nothing else, the pattern would seem to suggest that we know for a fact that Dracula is coming here tonight, and that is the first concrete advantage we have yet had.
Okay.
Because the question is, do we want to devote our resources to following up on these other leads, or do we want to try to hunker down and focus on trying to entrap him when he arrives?
Well, it is still daytime now. So we
That
can
was
get,
going to be my question, was kind of what time it is and how much time do we have?
if we can get to the house and check
Eh.
it, and maybe he's there, maybe he's sleeping. Advantage.
Mm,
Don't have to have a gunfight in the room with a sick teenager.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
I
the
really
gunfight
like
in the room with the sick teenager?
mm,
And or
don't
I
know.
could like pretend to be
yeah.
a
eh,
teenager and like lay in her bed and we can like have her go somewhere
I
else.
was
and when the
I was
vampire
going to say,
comes,
yeah,
like,
if it's going to result in a gunfight, probably
Eh.
not have her stay in the room
I
potentially.
agree.
but-
Yes,
eh,
I agree. It'll be
Well-
like a date, Green,
Okay.
with like, me and Dracula. That's what you wanted, right?
Huh. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to make a roll to see how well you can fake being a teenager, but
I think that's like our second
I
choice. I think
would-
our first option is
I'd
go to the
say
spooky vampire
it's-
house.
It depends on what time of the
if
day it
you-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably getting on in the afternoon by now. Now you might be able to get there. You might be able to get there before dark.
But would we be able to get back?
That is my
That-
concern. My
eh,
concern.
Right.
It might,
cons-
you might be pushing it by that.
Yeah, get
then,
there, investigate, get
so-
back. We might miss our
Well,
window.
It's a gamble, and I
We
think
can, yeah.
my opinion, at least, is that since we seem to have good intelligence that Dracula will be coming here tonight, that my opinion would be that we should focus on that.
Good idea.
Well-
and if we can't trap him, then we just do it tomorrow.
Yes.
Spooky house later.
Or if he doesn't show or something.
Yes,
All right.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
While we are here, we can also talk to creepy boy.
See,
Mhm.
that also seems wise.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Great. Good plan.
Go team.
Okay, so right, setting up some kind of a trap. All right, so you guys do have vampirology and occult studies, yes? You'll
Yes.
have those.
We have
All
both.
right, yeah, you know, there's a couple things that might make it a little difficult. Well, you supposedly make it difficult for a vampire to get in or out of a place. Should you have such a goal?
Question.
Yes.
So, from our experience with Dracula up until this point, does he seem
Mhm.
to be one of those vampires where if we spill something on the ground, he will be compelled to pick it up?
Does not
Has
seem
that-
to be that kind of a vampire, unfortunately.
We can't
That does
can't
not
lure
seem
him
to be-
into the room and
you
then throw
cannot-
some rice.
No, you cannot do you can't do that. But
Home Alone
There's-
lied to me.
there's some options. Garlic, rosewood, pieces of the host, that kind of thing.
If anyone has any
Definitely.
chemistry, we might be able to whip up some powerful vampire mace in the kitchen.
I
Mm,
most certainly do.
I do not.
Well, I
Green
have no preparedness, so I just have a lot of bullets.
You have bullets, so hey,
I've got a shit ton of preparedness and a shit ton of the other one.
sure.
Green will look at
all
Morgan
right,
again and be
sure.
like, "You didn't pack again? Again, you didn't pack?"
Again, you failed to pack. Okay.
I did. I packed bullets.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So actually, with this, is this house? So we're talking about how there's an extensive electronic surveillance system.
Yes.
How smart essentially is this house? I.e., and specifically, can I get electronic access to the heat and the HVAC?
Through the security system, probably not. It does not seem to be like does not seem to be
Doesn't have the smart
that
home
it is not
system
that
wired
smart.
in.
It is not that smart of a house. No.
Can I get manual access to the control unit for the HVAC and the heating system? This wouldn't be like the thermostat. I mean, like the actual like control for the unit itself. Because what I would like to try and do is actually to close off the all of the vents in the house in order to potentially, since we know that he can turn into mist. I would like to try and shut off those avenues of ingress and egress to him.
Sure. Yeah, I suppose. You have reassurance?
I do. You know, I am saying that before I have verified it. I do. Yes. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah, give me spend your reassurance. Spend a point of reassurance.
Spend a point of reassurance. It is
Spend a
done.
point of reassurance, because I mean, Scott Williams is like, he's willing to go along with some of this, but it's like, okay, now this is kind of weird, but okay, and again, if you guys want to roll preparedness just to see if you have any of the other things that would stop vampires from going places.
I certainly will, and I will even spend 2 points on it.
Sure.
I will also do so and spend 2 points on it, because why not?
Sure, if you both want to do
My.
this.
It's a 4.
Okay.
And it's a 7 from me.
There you go. Okay, yeah, you both have plenty of various accoutrements that you're reasonably certain are things that would stop a vampire from entering a place.
See, Green, I did not forget to pack.
I am very proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right. So you guys do set up a nice, presumably at least you set up some blocks to presumably get him, prevent Dracula from.
I think what I would like to do is, if I have the ability to mess with the vents, I would like to leave them open to start, because I don't want to, if he's going to try and get in via the vents, which I think is a non-zero possibility, I don't want to tip him off too soon that something is up.
Yeah, because we want him to be able to get in, and then we need to stop
and then,
him.
Yeah. So you're maybe like blocking off maybe some of the obvious.
Yeah. So I think
blocking off at least some of the ways in, but like maybe
to see if I can try to funnel him in, and then try to have kind of a kill switch to shut them all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would like me to make a roll or a spend for that, I'm happy to do it.
No, I think the reassurance should be sufficient to have given you controls to manipulate that stuff.
Who's going to pretend? Who's going to be bait? I don't think we should have the teenage girl be bait.
No, that is unethical.
It's one of us 4 that's going to have to be bait. Quick DM question: what skill do you think that would be?
Disguise. Yeah.
I have the points in disguise.
I do also have the points in disguise.
I have no points in disguise.
Neither does Green. It's gonna be one of you.
So
who wants to get it up?
Morgan.
I can spend the
points and just disguise someone else with the guns.
Oh, you can disguise someone else?
I'm willing to say you can use disguise on someone else. Sure.
Oh, I like the idea. Just Morgan in the bed with a knife. Just
okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well,
Dracula pulls back the comforter and just Morgan with a K-bar knife and a BTS t-shirt.
My question is,
I just want to do it.
Well, what's everybody doing? Ali is going to be keeping track of like the
ready to shut off the vents.
Yeah. I also have electronic surveillance, so if you want me to
Yeah.
watch the cameras, I can take care of that.
Good idea.
Sure.
I have a very good weaponology, and my I have a point in vampirology. I would
Mhm.
like to think that I could be on standby to stab with stake.
Good.
So I probably should not be
Yeah, you probably shouldn't
in
be
the bed.
in the bed. I have bad shooting and bad weapons. Not bad. I have 4s on both. So
Mhm.
I'm not super helpful, but I'm also not like not
Okay.
useful.
Do
I
you
don't have
want
other
to be
skills.
Do you,
I
do
think
you want
I
to
think
be
best
the bait?
possibility, yeah, I think if we disguise Burrows,
Right.
Okay.
the rest of us have pretty good shooting and weapons to be able to ambush once if he gets in.
I got this. We got this.
Okay.
All right. So I can spend the
Sure.
points on disguise.
This cannot go
Sure.
back.
Give me a roll disguise then.
All right. I'll go ahead and spend 2 of them. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The 3 total.
Can you
We-
disguise me
it's-
again?
it's-
We knew this would
Not-
happen.
No.
It is not
Damn
not great.
Does Ali have points in disguise? Can he
I
take
Well,
a
Can I get an assist?
Oof.
I
Does
do
the
have points in
help action
disguise.
apply in this
I
game?
do have points in disguise. It's the question of how much we're able to
Jeez.
salvage
Oh.
this.
Geez, hold on. There's something about piggybacking tests.
Is there
Oh,
a help
geez.
action?
Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah.
help.
All right, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna try and. Jeez, where is this? I'm sorry. Okay, we got like 30 minutes left. Oh boy.
World record dice failed me.
Oh no.
Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Or is this in combat? This might be in combat. Dang it. This should only be thresholds. Dang it. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll have Ali roll
Okay.
as well. We'll just do that. Sure.
Right. Let's see. Going to do
Okay. So
in disguise. I've got 2 points in disguise. I'm just going to go ahead and just nuke both of those.
What I should have just spent all of mine
Yep.
too.
And
Sure.
okay, cool. 8 total. Yeah.
Whoa.
okay,
Nice.
yeah, sure.
Opposite end.
That'll work.
That offsets a 1, I think.
Okay.
I love Justin Bieber. No, teenagers don't like Justin Bieber. What do teenagers like? I don't need to talk. I
Yes.
just need to lay in bed. Great.
Yeah.
I like
Just need to be
toss my
staring at a
hair
phone.
very annoyingly.
Okay. So yeah, we'll make this really simple. We don't have much time left, so yeah, sure. Okay, you guys set up. Green and Morgan are carefully.
One of us, yeah, I was gonna say one of us could be in the closet. One of us is like behind the open like bedroom door, like ready to
Sure.
like slam it shut and like
Yeah,
go
sure,
for it.
sure.
For sure, yeah.
As long as one of us can get between the window and them if they come in that way.
Sure.
Do we
Well, I was
have
gonna say, with the materials we have, do we have any like holy water or garlic or something that we can maybe
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
throw at the window so he can't get out that way? Like,
With the
you certainly have stuff that you could
let's see if
set
he
up
gets in the
quick.
window, we can like splash holy water
Yeah,
on it so
sure.
he can't get out.
think-
Sam's Club size containers of garlic powder.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, yeah.
I think we definitely give Burrows one glass vial of holy water to like slam into the face if he
Yeah, I've
gets
got
too
it, and I'm
close
like
before.
hiding it
Okay.
underneath the pillow with like one hand like clutching it, and the other
Sure,
one I've
sure,
got my
sure.
hand on my like handgun. I'm just laying
If
there.
if possible, do we have little like earbud microphones,
absolutely. Of
earpieces?
course
Yeah,
you
okay,
do.
cool. Right, I figured. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Of course.
I'm gonna.
I'm
I
willing
figured-
to
so-
give you guys that. You're
Thank you.
professionals. You know what you're
I
doing.
appreciate that. So I'll be kind of working comms.
Sure.
You guys have your earbuds in. I'm going to keep the volume on pretty low, just because we do not know the full extent of Dracula's
Yes.
hearing abilities.
Mm.
But then, so that way, at least I can try to keep you appraised of shit that I am seeing.
All right.
Through surveillance cameras, and probably we'll also have a check-in where if I don't check in every X number of minutes.
Mhm.
Drac got me.
Sure.
Something's up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yes, we have our bait, our decoy, and people placed in. Yeah, I'm assuming you're leaving at least one of the windows.
Cracked.
It's probably like spring. It's warm enough. It's kind of in that weird sort of not super cold, but not super warm. Mary's kind of been doing prep for for taking the SATs. Not so that. Yeah. So it gets really late, and yeah, you do see this fog mist kind of spill over and into the room, and it does resolve itself, form into this guy who does figure you recognize as Dracula, and he does indeed kind of look sort of shimmer in the moonlight that very carefully is coming through the window, very cinematically, because damn it, why not? And yeah, he's kind of he can approach it, is these sleeping burrows, and I will let you guys get off.
I figure I'm gonna take a shot.
I'm gonna give you guys, like, you guys got one round. Sure.
Yeah, I want to take as soon as he takes physical form. I think I'm gonna take a shot. I've got 10 in shooting, so I think I get the jump on him.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, with shooting, yeah.
All right, and then
he does not have shooting.
I'm gonna spend 3 points, but I'm going to try to use my techno thriller to regain them right back.
All right.
I have a very specific vampire killing gun that I call the Jester.
It's a gun that you feel should be very good at you very much like and use to kill vampires. Sure.
Right.
Or you're hoping it's going to be really
I draw
good.
4 vampires specifically.
Yes.
It's a modified 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum with the stock. The stock kind of looks like a sawed-off shotgun.
Oh wow!
Oh my!
And then it's like black and white stripes, kind of looking like a court jester kind of outfit on the back of the stock.
Oh jeez!
Let's whip this giant gun out, and I'm going to take a shot at him.
Yeah, I'm willing to say that's at least a +1 for damage. Sure.
All right.
Roll it. Roll the hit.
That's an 8 total.
8 total to hit. That will hit. Okay, damage. So it's roll d6 +1.
7.
Yo, my goodness.
All right.
And with the gunshot, the vents are closed.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you definitely hit him, but being a vampire and not technically being alive, you've seen what this gun can do to a normal person. It does not pack quite the same amount of punch.
Right.
Against, the undead.
Hacks.
But
once the gun goes off.
Yeah, so sure, yeah. Vents are closed. All right. What's Green and Burrows doing?
Green is gonna pop on out.
Giving you guys this one round to act and let you get the drop on him.
Yeah. Definitely kind of like pop out from behind the door, slam the bedroom door shut, and like use the force to like propel herself forward with the stake, and I'm gonna roll weaponry to try to get as close to
All right.
where the heart belongs.
Sure.
Stab him.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 2 points.
All right. Gonna call this. This seems like a called shot, so that's gonna add 2 to the difficulty.
Okay.
All right. So your 2 points will cancel it out. So.
Okay, so flat.
Flat roll.
5.
Not enough, unfortunately, because he is a vampire.
Yeah.
And he's got crazy fast.
All right.
So yeah, he does manage to dodge out of away from your attack. Yes.
In that case, I'll just make sure. I'll just like get my turn so that I'm facing where the room again, and get like my back to the window so that I'm between
Right. Yeah.
the window and it.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of jump up out of the bed.
Sure.
And is the window closed, or can I like leap across and close the window?
Oh, I'm in front of the window.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
in front of the window?
Green isn't
Yeah.
blocking the window.
Great. Then I'm just gonna uncork my little bottle of holy water that I've been holding and then throw it at him
Sure. Okay.
and get splashed by Vlad the
sure.
Blessed.
Sure. Roll. Yeah, I guess weapon, I guess.
Yeah, I can do that.
Roll weapons. I'm not sure how the thrown stuff works, but sure.
I'm gonna throw it.
Sure, throw
I'm
it.
gonna
Roll
spend-
weapon. Roll weapons. I'm
gonna spend 2 points of weaponry to just splash him.
Cool. I'm gonna see what they actually say about holy water.
I'm gonna wait then. While you look this roll up. While you look this roll up.
You just you roll to see if you hit first.
Oh my.
And
I rolled a 4 + 2 for a 6.
okay, that will hit.
Yeah.
Get holy watered.
Hit
Holy
threshold.
water.
Dracula, or should I call you
let's-
dramatic boy? Why? That was the worst possible burn I could think of.
Come on. Okay. Yes, I see what holy water is. Tell me how much damage it would potentially do. No. Uh-huh. Hello. Okay, aggravated damage. Hello.
Ooh. Ooh.
The good old ag.
I'm willing to roll with this because we're at this point. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so jeez, what? They have such wonderful, interesting ideas, like paintballs filled with holy water too. So it's okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Come on, give me a damage.
Give us the knowledge.
Damage him.
Give me how much? Come on. There. Jeebus. Okay, it does hit. Hit. Okay, sure. Yeah, just roll a d6.
Okay. Oh my, that's 1. That's no good.
That is not
Oh.
good. That is not good. Let's see. Da, da, da. Well. Yeah. Okay, we'll say any number of there's any number of things that sure add this to his list of banes. Could do any number of things. We'll say sure, we'll give it an extra point of damage. Why not? So that's 2. Yes. Sure. Okie duck. Okay. So now we're back into actual initiative. Okay. Let's see. So we have one person with a gun. Are you going to you're going to pull out a gun? Okay.
Yeah, I was
So,
clutching
right.
my revolver in the
Sure.
in
Okay,
bed.
so you two technically get to go first, I believe, because guns beat melee.
Hands.
Guns beat melee. So yeah, go for it.
Morgan can go first.
All right, I'll take another shot with the jester.
Mhm.
Was Was I able to recover the 3 points with the techno thriller of describing
Sure.
my
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
weapon?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, then I'm going to spend 3 again.
Okay.
Oh
cool.
my.
Wow. You
Do
really
it,
want
do
to
it.
make this.
That's a 7 total for the head.
That
Oh.
will hit.
All
Do
right.
it. Do it.
Well, and it was
do
a +1 for damage.
Yes.
Ah, it's only 2.
Okay. Oof.
Ouch.
He did not seem especially bothered by that shot. You kind of winged him.
All right.
Well, you hit him in the side. It would be nasty, kind of nasty on a person, but again, vampire.
Vampire. Yeah.
He does not seem overly
Yeah.
bothered by being shot. Okay.
All
and
right.
Burrows also has a gun.
I'm going to spend 2 shooting to shoot him.
Cool.
Shut them.
Oh my, that's a 7.
That is good. All right. And what
for
kind? You're just
damage.
you're just using a regular type,
Standard issue handgun.
Standard issue,
She's my baby.
small,
I've had it for
regular-
years.
regular small arms type thing. So yeah, just straight roll.
Great. I rolled a 4 for damage.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. Yep. Yep. Pump a round or 2 into his chest. Again, does not seem as damaged by this as you're a driver, but you have occasionally shot people.
Yeah.
Again, does not seem overly bothered by getting shot in the chest.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. But here's the thing. Now it's his turn, and because I'm pretty sure his hand-to-hand pool is bigger than
Probably going to beat anybody's.
12.
Yeah.
I don't even
That's
remember.
big.
I don't even remember where my hand-to-hand is.
It's under general.
Yeah, mine is
Hand-to-hand.
4.
Hand-to-hand and weapon. Yeah. Okay.
My weaponry is 8, but
Yeah, but
my
it does not.
hand-to-hand is
It does not
4.
beat a 12.
No,
is my point.
no, it does not.
Okay. So yeah, he's
Whose ass is he whooping?
he does not like getting splashed in the face with holy water. That's for damn sure.
Oof.
So yeah, he's gonna. Oh, how many points is he gonna spend? I think he's gonna spend. We'll say 3 points. He's pissed off. He's gonna spend 3 points of that. Ooh. He's definitely okay. So 3 points just to hit Burrows. Let's see if he can do it. Probably will.
Probably.
Oh yeah, that's a 9. He definitely hit you.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit me. That's fine.
I mean, yeah. Let me see. Do they lay out? No, they
My hit
don't.
test threshold is a
Jeez.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You are not one of the people who design.
No, I'm not
Oh,
designed
boy.
today.
All right. Let me see. What do they? All right. He's also. Oh, good grief. Feats of strength. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't help me. Throw person, smash, jump, da 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 da. Is there anything about doing extra damage? I think. Yeah, he's gonna spend some of his. So vampires don't have athletics. They have a thing called aberrance because they're weird, and they have weird supernatural powers. So yeah, he just punches you.
Oh.
1, and that's gonna do 4 damage.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
So underneath my health number, there's a little number.
Uh-huh.
Is that the amount of health that I start off with? But because the big health bar is like 15 all the way down to 0, and all the way down to negative
okay.
12 technically. But
Okay, what's the number beside under the thing where it says health? What's the number in that box?
8.
Okay, that is how much health you have.
Okay, so I'm down to 4.
You're down to 4. Don't worry, you only actually die at negative 12.
Yeah. I'm
Nice.
not worried.
So
I'm
you
not
know.
worried. It'll be fine.
I mean, things get bad when you get to like negative 6.
Yeah, that's when things go really bad.
That's when things
but
start to
I'm
get bad.
fine.
That's
But
when you're
you're
becoming
fine.
like crippled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's when it's like, okay, we're gonna need a little more than just patching you up.
Yeah.
But
I'll be fine.
he is going to spend some of his aberrance. and just so he punches you, and that hurts, but you also kind of go flying
Okay.
and hit the wall.
Okay.
But because this is, cinematic movie, you're not going to take any damage from hitting the wall like a normal person would.
Oh.
But
Okay.
still, that hurt.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's
Ouch.
gonna hurt. Okay. But that's him. That's
I give
his
like a very
go.
like rough thumbs up from the ground.
Ow. Just a very ow.
I'm all
Okay.
right.
Okay. Green.
All right.
How would you like to take part in this?
Well, I've got 6 points left to spend in weapons.
Sounds like something to do. We got like
So-
10 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got 10 minutes.
We got 10
down.
minutes. So yeah.
So I will spend 4 of them so that I will still have 2 on the
Okay.
off chance that
The off chance you still
So-
need to, yeah.
So with
With
the +4
and you're using
weapons, I have
Yeah, I know.
from my
you're using
preparedness
a
I got
stake. Sure.
a
Okay.
nice sturdy stake.
Sure.
6.
That is
Oh,
just
God.
enough to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing I spent all that points.
Okay. So,
So my stake that I used my preparedness to have.
you did. Let's see. A stake is also a bane. I'm gonna say it's gonna do a different bane,
Okay.
but that's okay. Okay, it's gonna do a different thing, but that's okay. All right, so
Am I rolling flat or am I adding?
I am
anything?
gonna say it's technically an improvised weapon, so that's gonna be at a -1.
Mm.
But you get to ignore, but he has armor that's been giving him some protection as well as other stuff. So it's going to ignore the armor.
Okay.
So
Let us see what we get.
I believe in you.
So with the -1,
with the -1.
we get a 5. So
Okay. He had 4 health left.
no.
Nice. Nice.
So
Take him
yeah, that
down.
is certainly enough. So yeah, he punches Burrows across the room, and like he's really mad and eating stuff, and like you very cinematically just right from behind him, like we see the shot from the front, and the stake just punches through from behind. And he kind of just looks down and is like, just has this look of like frustration and anger and just like kind of also a little bit of like, God damn it. I did really. But, and he definitely goes down with that. And you guys, being the expert vampire hunters with your training in how vampires work and whatnot, you know that, it might not be enough to just stake him through the heart. There's potentially a process involved. You want to be extra thorough is what I'm
Right.
getting to.
Gonna ask Morgan if he's got his big fancy knife for cutting off heads
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Before
yeah.
we do this, I'd like to lay down some plastic. This is a teenager's room. We don't want to be dismembering a vampire, like bloodstains. Like, I'll just put down some plastic real quick. Is that all right? Yeah,
Fine.
great.
I
quickly.
mean, it's not
If we've
like
got-
it's not
if
like
we've
you
got
haven't, but
I'm gonna
You-
put down some plastic.
we're
just
gonna
in case.
you're gonna Dexter this place up a bit.
You
Yeah.
damaged her wall. They're going to need to repair it anyway. They can just replace the floors.
I want to be respectful,
Also,
all right?
bullet holes in the walls.
I'm trying to be respectful here, friends. All right.
You are wasting our time.
I'm putting down plastic.
Go sit down.
Sure.
Go sit in the
Roll-
bathroom
roll
and take a
preparedness.
Tylenol until I'm ready to deal with you.
I will spend all 4 of my preparedness points.
Right, I will give it to you then because you want it so badly. Apparently,
I'm going to
Okay.
put down plastic.
You put down plastic because apparently Burroughs is a bit of a neat freak.
I don't want there to be blood on this teenager's carpet.
Go sit in the
I
bathroom
mean,
until
you,
I can
I
deal
mean,
with
you're
you.
also you are also the one who's doing laundry and whatnot. So, hey, you do laundry as a way of dealing with stress. So
Yeah.
all right,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All
But-
right. So then I'll
okay.
whip out my giant silvered Bowie knife. Do I need to
Yeah.
roll to chop the head off?
No,
All right.
nah, he's not going anywhere.
Make sure nothing spurts on the carpet, please.
Then I just start hacking, and there's
Oh,
cast off spray going
Ah,
all over
yeah,
the place.
yeah,
I still make
this
a mess of
is-
it.
it's
I feel like
it's
you're doing this on
not.
purpose, Morgan.
It's probably not quite Dracula Dead and Loving It,
Mm-hmm.
but it's definitely in like Hammer film territory. Probably,
Yeah.
It's a mess. Yeah, you're gonna be hosing off after this. Is what's gonna happen? Because yeah, no, you are
He's
not.
got really
you are
strong
not
skin. I
going-
can't do it in one whack.
You are not. You are not getting in the shower after this. You are hosing off in the yard. Is what this is.
I'm gonna page Ollie and be like, "You can come up. I'm going to do the rib check on Burrows." She hit the wall.
Yeah.
And so coming up, the first thing I'm gonna double check, make sure that the brother isn't doing anything weird.
Just do a quick double check on the little boy.
At this.
See,
gonna say
hanging
no.
upside down.
No, nothing at the moment. No.
No,
Sorry,
not right now. Not at this
No,
exact moment.
sorry, I had to cut out like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Cool.
'Cause we
In
had
that
to
case,
cut
yeah, I'll
this
just,
down to-
I'm just gonna head up there with everybody else on the way.
Yeah.
I'll pass through the kitchen to grab a bag out of the fridge of peeled garlic cloves.
Sure.
Just to stuff Dracula's
Yeah.
mouth with.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. So
All right, cool.
cool. Yeah. Again, there's so much stuff I had to cut out and just skip over, but yeah, that is at least a very abbreviated version of the Dracula vector for
Cool.
Night's Black
Yeah.
Agents. So
Delightful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very fun.
I think it was fun.
And I would love to run this again sometime. I don't know, I've wanted to sort of do something with this somewhere possibly. I don't know, but I have yet to do anything with that so hey,
Yeah.
anybody has the option or ability to do something about that, I am totally listening. I am absolutely there. So again, I am Sean Tadson, Twitter SC Tadson, Twitch as Librarian Writer Geek, and it is actually my birthday next week, so I'm going to be doing a fun stream of something big and probably long as I try and claw my way up into affiliate status. And I guess let's go around again. Who's
I'll go. Hi.
sure? Who feels like going next?
I'm Rose. You looked at my name the whole time. Hopefully not the whole time, but it's been on the screen the whole time. So it's been there to look at. So hopefully you know it. If not, that's fine. I don't care. You can find me on Twitter at Rose Velorum, RUM. Fuck, I can't spell my own name.
How
I'm
do
there.
name? How do spell?
Yep. And I'll pass the metaphorical ball, or whichever way it goes.
I'll jump
Who
in.
go- Who wants to jump in?
Tyler Gray. Again, all socials are at Tyler Gray DM, and my YouTube channel is DM by Night. Like I said, I'm hoping to get some content back up there soon. I'm currently working on my notes in a script where I'm going to be doing a storybook style retelling of my Curse of Strahd campaign that we finished a few months back.
Ooh.
So hopefully be getting
fun.
that up pretty soon.
I'll hop in next. I'll go ahead. Hi, I'm Julia. Hex what on pretty much all social media. I will be streaming over on the Live from the Apocalypse Twitch channel on Sunday for our Academy H game. I don't have anything else for this event this weekend, but 2 other members of Live from the Apocalypse have games tomorrow. So definitely tune in for both of those. And thank you all for being here. So.
And I guess that's me then. I'm Brendan. I do not have a Twitter or much of a social media presence, but I do stream.
It's okay. It's probably better that way.
Trust
me.
That's kind of been my instinct. I think my instinct has been right so far. But I also, like with Julia, I stream over on Live from the Apocalypse. Julia and I are in the same game coming up this Sunday, Academy H, Teen Superhero Angst. And then this coming Tuesday, we're back after a brief hiatus. Missing Numbers, eldritch horror Pokemon sports anime that is alternately wholesome and horrifying. All of the stuff we do over there raises money for charity. And we'd love to have you guys. Like I said, should be 2 more members of Live from the Apocalypse who are also playing in games on Tales from the Table tomorrow, helping to continue to raise money for a great cause here as well.
So actually, quick question. How is the fundraising going so far?
I think we're past 400.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Because last I checked, it was like, okay, we're at 3 something.
We're at
it's been a couple hours since I checked.
I think we're at 420, baby.
Oh,
hey, baby.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
Well,
look at us go.
Didn't hit the 500, but it's within so close. Oh well.
It's within the grasp.
But yeah.
Well, thanks, Sean. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, even if I had to kind of scramble and go like crap.
3 hours
cut
sounds
it,
like
cut
a long
it, toss
time.
it. Yeah.
It sounds like a long time until you're in the middle of it, and then you're like,
yeah,
oh.
there's it. I honestly, I loved watching you guys just bounce off each other and just get into these characters. It's like, sure, I'm not like, I don't want to stop you. We're on a time limit here, folks. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
And
okay, but
definitely.
hey,
And thanks to
made
Lion
do
for
with it.
putting
Yes.
this on.
Yes,
Yes,
this was
thanks for-
yes. Thank you so
this
much.
is great. Love. All right.
Steal it back here real quick.
Pseudo
I just
segue.
wanted to take a second and say thank you to everyone for showing up for all of the games today, any of the games today. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. And that was awesome. That was so much fun. Seriously, I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I did, because I had a wild ride today. This was so great. Thank you to everyone who donated. Special shout out. Thank you, Julia, for putting us over 400. Thank you, the feral raccoon who lives in all of our parents' basement, for the $20 that let us end on this iconic number for tonight. We may not have hit 500, but damn if this isn't the best way to end the night. So thank you again. I'll see all of you back tomorrow. We're going to be here for another long day. We're going to have to end a little bit early because of some unfortunate issues, but we'll still be going from 12 noon until just about 9 or 9:30 p.m. So, again, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night, and, we'll see you again tomorrow.